Hi everyone, Richard here at Calvin Wazoo. Video intro bit was from the snowstorm a couple days ago. It's pretty cold here in Chicago. This is a thread entry, so to speak, but I want to start off with a very sincere mea culpa. So there were 3 people who entered my 100 subscribers contest, and I missed them. And 2 of them, I just missed the entries completely. For whatever reason, I didn't see the notifications that they had created a video. But one of them, I watched the video before the deadline and even commented on their video, and I still didn't include them. That was Dolphin Dale. I don't know how I missed you. I really don't. I'm really sincerely sorry about this. My first contest, and I screw it up. Then there was, I believe his name is Jan from Pops and Clicks over in Sweden, which he would, if he had won, he would be, giving, giving up the prize, for somebody else closer to where I am in Chicago because of, postage. But, really it's, I don't get how I missed your channel. And it's a good channel. I mean, your personality is the type of personality that, I'd be hanging around with someone like you and talking about records and music. And the same for Tony P from the channel 2 from the Trunk. I mean, again, somebody who is he's a character, and he's got a good channel, and he's another one that I could see myself, under different circumstances, had we met, be hanging out and, listening to records and talking about records and stuff. And so they're all good channels. Check them out. There's Dolphin Dale, Pops and Clicks, and 2 from the Trunk. And I am really, really sorry that I missed your entries. It's a bad way, for your first contest to go like that, because when my next significant threshold comes along, and I'll probably wait, I might do something if I hit 500. But if I ever hit 1,000, I've already got a very cool prize already figured out. And I just have a few questions I'll need to ask some other people to make sure it's okay for me to do this, because it's a digital recording that I'll put into a CD. And I just want to be sure that, just some things to work out. And so I get all this stuff going on in people's mind. Oh, what is he talking about? Oh, what could it might be? Anyway, that's what I would, like to offer a prize. But man, I've got to get the process down so that I don't overlook people. So I've really got to figure out, a good process, and it'll be a while before that happens. I mean, at roughly 150, 160 subscribers now, it's going to be a while before, if I ever reach something like 500 or 1,000. And that kind of leads into this thread, because it is a thread by Richard McCook asking us in the VC questions about us making videos, kind of like, why do we do it? And, what do we think about it, et cetera, et cetera. So let's get started with that. The first question is, what's more important as a VC video maker? Views or subscriptions? And that's kind of goes hand in hand. However, a couple of my videos I've noticed have gotten quite a few views despite me not having that many subscribers yet. And there's a certain feeling of satisfaction when I get more subscribers. The views really do make a difference. And so I like that. So I guess in terms of, are they important? Do I define who I am based on this? No, I don't, nothing like that. But yeah, I would put the number of views as being a more important metric than the number of subscribers I have. So next question is, what's the optimum video length for me? And I'm beginning to, I don't know if it's the optimum length. I am trying to keep videos less than 20 minutes, and if possible, less than 15 minutes. However, I've noticed by looking at the analytics that some of my videos, in particular, whenever I do a Frank Zappa one album at a time video, these videos tend to be longer, often in excess of 30 minutes. But the metrics are telling me that they're very popular videos in that more people watched them all the way through to the end than the other videos. I have a lot of drop-offs with other videos, but with the Frank Zappa one album at a time series, the drop-off is minimal. People will watch them all the way through. But still, I really want to try and keep things, for the most part, under 15 minutes. All right, and question number 3. Is this a chore? Is it fun? Am I nervous? It's not a chore. I love doing this. And it was really kind of important for me to do this in terms of, COVID quarantining and things like that. I live alone, so I have no opportunities really to socialize outside of my apartment. My field of friends are not vinyl geeks like I am, so talking about records and listening to records with a lot of my friends is just a non-starter. So this is a forum that I really enjoy because I'm talking to people who enjoy records and collecting records and talking about the music and talking about the bands and talking about the personalities. And I like to do that too. So it's not a chore. I really enjoy it. And I was probably kind of nervous in the beginning, but now I don't care. All right. So how do I react to bad or negative comments? For the most part, I haven't really received any. There were a couple of times that I did. And one video in particular was when I was talking about the Cowboy Bebop soundtrack for the anime series Cowboy Bebop. And I love the music on the soundtrack. And I'm kind of an okay, the series itself, it's okay, I watch it, but it's really not one of my favorite anime series. And I was kind of casual with some of the information. Lord knows that Japanese is not my first language, so I didn't pronounce some names correctly, and somebody left a litany of comments that pointed that out, and they did it in a rather nasty tone. I kind of replied back to them, laugh out loud, you're taking this way too seriously. Then I went to visit their channel, and oh my God, they're deep. They're deep in anime, and that's great that they love anime. But then, then he came back and left more comments kind of lashing out at me that I wasn't taking this seriously enough. And so I removed his comments and I blocked him from not only commenting, but from finding me on YouTube. So that's how I handled that. There was another time I was doing a Frank Zappa video, and I made a dumb mistake in talking about one of the venues for one of the live shows, and somebody kind of brusquely pointed out that I made that mistake. And, whatever, I left it okay. I said, yeah, I get it. Mistake. He made some other comments, which again, to me, was kind of coming from somebody who thinks really highly of themselves. And I just ignored those, and the comments are still up on that particular post. So that's been my experience, but by and large, it's okay to disagree with me. There was another thing that I was talking about Frank Zappa recording recently, and, I was pointing out some of the content and how I had problems with that content. And so somebody very thoughtfully replied back, and I thanked them for their comment. And I mentioned it. I could tell that you thought about this and before you left your comment, and I appreciate that. And then I replied back, in a very thoughtful way to say that, the short version is I don't agree with you, and I think you're overlooking something. And then after I posted that, he removed his comment and unsubscribed. So, whatever. All right, next one. Do I ever buy records just to show on my channel? No, that would be foolish waste of money. I buy records because I'm interested in them if I'm not that familiar with the band or artist or whatever, or it's because I've heard the music before and I want it. And then I show it, as a new acquisition. But I never buy something just because I want to show it, on my channel. If I am not interested in listening to it, then I am not going to buy it. And I have bought some records that I thought I was going to like, and then I don't. Loveless by My Bloody Valentine, I still don't get it. How to improve my channel. There are some things I would like to do to improve the channel. One of them is I would like to become more comfortable with adding just like a graphic card, to go across the screen. So when I do make a mistake, and then I realize it after, it's all, because I don't want to do an entire video over again, I can just add a card to go, whoops, I meant to say, something like that. I haven't quite figured that out yet. I would like to play sound clips, but I'm just so afraid of strikes because I work in the media business and I know how serious strikes are. Because once you get 3 strikes with YouTube, I think this is still the case, you're banned from ever having a YouTube channel again. So it's a pretty serious thing. And so I basically just put links to other video content so you can go listen to, the artists themselves. See, now I'm at 14 minutes, and I'm already approaching that limit there that I tried to set up. But that is something I would like to do. But I don't want to get too fancy. I mean, just this style of presentation I'm comfortable with. I can manage it. Some better optics might help with a better camera and better lighting and things like that. But nothing too slick. Live streams, I've done one live stream, and I believe that was when I did my review of Chunga's Revenge, just kind of as an experiment. I would like to do some more, but I'm going to need to connect with that other third party because the YouTube platform for live streams sucks. And so StreamYard, I think, is what I would like to do. And I don't want to do a live stream style like what Rachel, the Music Ma'am, does. She's great at what she does. She's going to become the Howard Stern of the VC, because that's really kind of the style of lives, that she's doing. And it's great in that, and she's good at it, and she gets better at it with each one that she does. However, that's not really what I would like to do. I would kind of like to do some like four corner kind of things where a group of us, and we have a focused topic that we can talk about and exchange ideas about, whether it's about a style of music or a particular artist, or whatever, something like that, that's related to music, and have a live stream like that. That would be fun to do. So if that's something that you think you might like to do on occasion, leave a comment in the down under to let me know. Knowing that sometimes I miss comments and I don't know that you left one. So, all right, my most viewed video, and am I surprised? Now, before I started doing the vinyl videos, I was doing other videos, kind of experimenting with different ideas, because I wanted to have some kind of a channel. I just didn't know what I wanted to do. And then the pandemic happened, and I discovered what I wanted to do. So for my VC videos, that video about the Cowboy Bebop is right now my most viewed video, with just under 600 views, which, again, it surprised me. There are a few others that come close, and again, kind of surprised me. I was even going back in some of my early videos. I was really surprised at how some of them are in the hundreds now, and I'm like, oh, wow, so maybe people are going back and finding my material. But if we go way back, before I was even doing videos about vinyl, there was one I posted on October 31st, 2014. And it's just a video of we had a gale force storm here in Chicago, and I went out to the lakeshore, Lake Michigan, and I shot videos of the waves crashing in on the water break in the shore. And that video is now at 2,740 views. You'd have to go way back to find it. There's another one that, if you go further back, from September 18th, 2011, of when I was in Jerome, Arizona on vacation, and I was in a wine tasting bar, and I was doing a wine tasting, and then I video recorded it. That has 2,053 views. So, but the number one view for vinyl is that one about the Cowboy Bebop soundtrack. Almost 600 views. All right. Any videos sans pants? No, I am fully clothed when I make a video. And then the last question, how long will you keep it up? I'll keep doing this as long as I'm having fun. How many viewers I have, or how many views I'm getting, that's not going to be a deciding factor for me. It's whether or not I'm having fun doing it. And as soon as it's no longer fun, that's when I'll stop. So that's my contribution to Richard McCook's thread. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoy my channel, and leave a comment. I do enjoy getting them and hearing from you all. And please remember to pray for the people inside your head, for they won't be there when you're dead.